Hello, and welcome to Group S18 3's Check-in Research Presentation, brought to you by Nari Harrell, Hannah Golightly, Casey O'Rourke, Parker Smith, and Michael Wolfenden. So, to start with, we feel it is important to note that there's been a noticeable shift in education, particularly in education as entertainment. Thanks to websites like YouTube and Khan Academy, more and more people are breaking away from mainstream teaching methods and are finding their own ways to navigate their coursework and day-to-day living experiences. Some of the most important things to note are that almost 5 billion videos are viewed on YouTube every day. Granted, many of these may be cat videos and Vine compilations, but a staggering amount of viewers come to YouTube to learn. Some of the most notable and popular channels being Crash Course, which can teach you almost everything about anything you might want to know in a short amount of time, SciShow, which is similar to Crash Course but more science focused, and Wisecrack, which likes to tackle the more philosophical questions of life. Another important player is Khan Academy. While they may have their own flourishing website now, they originally got their start back in YouTube in 2005. Now they have a strong base of videos which collectively have been viewed over 500 million times. We also feel it is important to look at the way people are getting their information. Some studies say that by 2050, 60% of adults under the age of 32 will prefer online video platforms over standard cable television. Even though live TV and books might be on the backslide, Americans consume more media than ever. Some sources say as much as 12 hours a day are put aside by the average adult to consuming media, whether it be videos, books, internet forums, or any of the above. These next slides will cover which practices are best in our new world of education. Our first study found that a constructivist approach is the best for online courses thanks to the amount of flexibility and freedom it provides for students. The second study found that students using e-learning are the most receptive and successful when professors use hands-on teaching tools such as interactive maps and virtual museums. These help motivate students from get them involved rather than having them feel as if they are jumping through generic hoops. Our third study found online courses can be as effective, if not more, than regular classroom courses because students are more open to communication with faculty and feel more free to participate thanks to the flexibility that online courses offer. The fourth and final study found that course design is absolutely essential for online classes. They must be user-friendly, easily accessible, and well organized if they want to find any success with online students. This slide is a list of local competitors. The businesses listed here either offer exclusive learning experiences like the Ringling Library Association or are venues who regularly host large events such as the St. Pete Yacht Club and the St. Pete Vinoy Club. These businesses don't have to be competitors though. A few could possibly even be great partners for Open. This slide lists Open's indirect competitors. Almost all these are internet-based learning websites. Many, like OfficeSpace, offer direct learning or consulting over the web. Being that Open is interested in hosting live conferences, especially over a wide variety of topics, we feel that TED Talk is a strong indirect competitor. Not only because, like Open, they express interest in expanding anyone's knowledge about any possible subject, but because unlike the other indirect competitors, they also regularly host live in-person events and conferences. Currently, we see local entrepreneurs and the local independently wealthy residents to be the largest target audiences. We are currently working on a survey to figure out the motivations and interests of people who show enthusiasm for Open. We will gladly let you know the conclusions of our survey when we are finished. Local attitudes about Open are still in the growing phases. So far, only 198 people have liked Open's Facebook page, and only a few people have commented on it. As of today, there has not been any national or international interest in Open, but seeing as Open is focused on the Tampa Bay area, it might be some time until there is interest from these areas. There are 4 main points we need to stress when it comes to marketing and communication. The first is what? What exactly is Open about? It's about creating a community of entrepreneurs, scholars, and others in one area. Where is it going to be? It's going to be in the heart of St. Petersburg, University of South Florida, St. Pete. Where else? When? It's actually starting right now and continuing as the company develops through 2018. And how do we gain membership? We have to get the word out of the target markets, hosting the right kind of events to draw them in. Some opportunities that Open can capitalize on are trends towards inclusiveness. Open needs to do everything possible to respect all of its members and give them full access to its resources. It also needs to boost and engage local artists as much as possible. We've all heard the saying, variety is the spice of life. This also applies to Open. A diverse community filled with people from all backgrounds not only makes Open more interesting, but also more accessible to possible members. And finally, an organization like Open absolutely has to raise awareness if it wants to grow and expand its base of resources for its members. Here we see the membership levels of Open's direct competitor, the Aspen Institute. While they may call them donations, they look a lot like membership fees to us, and hefty fees at that. We personally feel that there are few people who could afford to be part of the Aspen Institute's Leaf Society, let alone their 3 higher memberships. Granted, the Institute is an international organization, so they do have a broader target audience. Next is Open's most direct competitor. The memberships offered by the Ringling College Library Association are much easier to swallow than those of the Aspen Institute. The Ringling Library Association does offer noticeably less with its membership, but it's impossible to overlook that their proximity to the Tampa Bay area could cause some competition between the association and Open.